Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Call Allah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rachach Wadash. All right, man, that's who this world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue. Right? First and foremost, who this world ignorantly calls God, whose true name is Yahweh. Once again, right, whose name means He is, being my Heavenly Father. Right, and who this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahweh Shai. Once again, whose name means He is, Slakin. Once again, whose name means He is our Redeemer, He is our Savior. Right, being my Heavenly Father's Son. Right. First and foremost, I'd also like to start this exhortation and lesson off as well by giving double honors to the elder apostles across the four corners of this earth, who truly uphold and push and teach this 100% truth day in and day out, prophesying the downfall of this place, Babylon the Great, aka America. Right, we know that 100% truth lies within Great Millstone under elder apostle Tahar and on down. Right, I also like to give double honors to the elder of the Men of Israel camp, the Ak-Khazak, who I also teach under out here in Greenville, South Carolina. Once again, the head of the Men of Israel camp. Right, I also like to give a shout out to you, Akim. Akim means you brothers, right, in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew. Right, so I'd like to give a shout out to you, Akim, as well across the four corners of this earth, who are also day in and day out pushing and teaching this 100% truth, prophesying the downfall of this place, following law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities, and making our calling and election sure to the best of our abilities, man. To y'all, I like to say shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, it's the Ak Dabak, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah once again with another exhortation and lesson. Right, and I just wanted to dig into a couple precepts because I wanted to make this a reminder, like, you know, to the fold, to the sheep of the nation of Israel, ultimately, you know, because that's only who I'm always talking to is Israel, unless I specifically call out you Edomites or any of you other heathens. But the scriptures are given to Israel, so that's who I'm going to be talking to, man. But I want to make some certainty. Matter of fact, this lesson is for Israel because this is coming to them, because this is going to be that belt that's going to be coming to them, but it's also going to be coming as well to you Edomites and you other heathens, because ultimately I'm going to be talking about America, right? Throughout this lesson, man, I'm going to be talking about America as a whole, matter of fact. So Salakim upon that. I'm going to be talking to the whole America, matter of fact, because I want them to understand. I want them to know, right? Don't forget what's on its way. Don't forget what's about to happen. You know, just because we may, you know, Akim may, you know, go on to other topics as well, because, you know, we deal with the whole scriptures, the Old and New Testament, you know, and the Apocrypha, you know, dealing with the 1611, the KJV version, you know what I'm saying, of the scriptures, you know. But I want to make something very clear. We cannot forget, you know, what's about to come. We cannot forget what's about to happen. We can't forget the key factors, right, that's going to happen in this world, man, to America, right, to the nation of Israel, to you 2/3, right, to these heathens, especially these Edomites, and also to these other heathen nations. You know, we cannot forget what's about to happen, right? Because even though it hasn't come to pass, as a matter of fact, let's get it, man. You know, I'm gonna strictly let the scriptures do the talking always, like, you know what I'm saying, like always, right? It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, right? We're gonna start from the top, man. Let's get into it. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. It says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right? It says, verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. For this vision is yet for an appointed time. And what is this vision? What is this vision? The vision that I'm talking about, the vision that Habakkuk is talking about, is the vision that this video is about, that we cannot forget what's going to happen, man. We cannot forget that, right? Because it said, write it down and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right? So if somebody's going to be running from this as they're reading it, it has to be scary. It has to be something. It has to be something, right? It has to be. For somebody to run away from it, if somebody's running away from something, that means they're scared, or they're they don't know how to control themselves. They're in shock, right? So if somebody was to read whatever is being wrote, they're gonna be like and start to back up and run away from it. Like no. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be in shock. They're gonna be scared from this vision, right? But it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. We don't know when this appointed time is, because no man knows the day nor the hour. Not even Yahweh Shah knows the day nor the hour, but Yahweh does. You know, Yahweh does. Yahweh does, man. Best believe. Who this word ignorantly calls God, Yahweh, whose true name is Yahweh, he knows when that time and that hour is, when that day and that hour is, man. Right? It says, verse 3, back to verse 3, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. It says, but at the end it shall speak and no lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Let me read that last part again. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. That meaning this is something, though it tarry is going into, though it's taking its time, though it still hasn't came yet. Tarrying is like holding on, like wait a minute. Though it's taking forever, you know how some people like to say, because it's not even, I can't even say it. I'm not even going to say it's taking forever, because it's not. Because like it's going to happen when Yahweh wants it to happen. You know, I'm not on my time. I'm on Yahweh's time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that's what people will say, just for, edification's sake, for, you dumbfounded ones to understand. For the ones who would like to say, oh, it's taking forever, that's something tarrying. That means it's taking its time. It's not, it's going to come at an appointed time, right? That's what that word tarrying goes into. But it says, even though it tarries, it surely will come. It says, though it tarries, wait for it, because it surely, it will surely. That means this is a 100% guarantee. If somebody said, no, I'm surely going to do this, or I'm surely going to make this happen, or I'm for sure this is going to happen, that means something is 100% going to happen. Right? Something is 100% going to happen. And that vision, and this vision is going to happen. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it surely will come. It will not tarry. Right? And when it comes, it's gonna, and when this vision is, when that appointed time, when it's that appointed time, and it's time for that appointed time to be timing, it's gonna be on time. I wasn't even trying to rhyme right there, but that was a bar. But listen to what I'm saying. We need to understand these things. We need to remember these things. I know the hopeful elect. I know the like-minded brothers and the brothers that stand upon their watch, right? What did it say in verse 1? It says, I will stand upon my watch. The brothers that are also out here standing upon their watch, and setting me upon a tower. What are you doing upon a tower? That means you're looking out. You're looking around. You're paying attention. For the brothers that's out here paying attention, you even have a very few Akwath that's paying attention. Akwath going into you sisters in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Even a very, 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 very few Akwath that's paying attention. You know what I'm saying? It says this surely will come to pass, man. And let's get into what is surely going to come to pass. What is surely going to come to pass, man? Let's get into it. It's the book of Revelation. Right, we're going to start at book of Revelation chapter 13. Let's start at verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Verse 16, it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. What is this mark going into? Right, that mark going into that right hand, that's going into this RFID chip. That's going into this RFID chip. Right, and when it goes into, and in the forehead, that's going into this Neuralink. The Neuralink is more so for the disabled, but you have other ones that's not disabled that's still taking it already. I know somebody was talking about it. It was a Whack 100 was saying like the artist Little Durk and his child, I think his son, I think it was his son or daughter, something like that. They already have it. The Neuralink. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is happening. That vision that was talked about in the book of Habakkuk, this is that vision. This is a piece of the vision. This is a piece of the vision. But these are the main key factors that I want to dig into within this exhortation and lesson that we cannot forget. This is going to happen. It's a lot going on right now. It's a lot of distractions out here in this world, right? It's a lot of distractions out here in this world, right? You got the NBA playoffs going on. You got the Trump being wild, you know, like he always is, being a distraction. Drake just dropped 3 albums. You got that's a distraction. You got all these other people still want to party, want to summer about to come around. That's about to be a distraction. They want to go take vacations and this is that and the third. So it's going to catch all of these people off guard once this is implemented. Those are not anything but distractions, man, set in stone to make those that's not worthy fall. That's already failed and hasn't gotten back up. So they're just adding on distractions after distractions after distractions to keep them distracted. For when this vision kicks off, pestilence is already kicking off. You got a new strand going around, the HV. That's what I'm gonna call it. You know, just so you two don't try to strike the video. But if you understand. Talking about the cruise ship, you know, pestilence going into sickness, going into diseases. You have that going around. You have famine that's about to come about. Inflation is going up even more and even more. Trump talking about, you know, he don't even care about Americans' financial struggles. He worried about somebody having a nuclear weapon that ain't even had a nuclear weapon in 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So those are all things that are distractions that's keeping you distracted. It said, but when he says he calls everybody, both small and great. Let me read that. Let's read verse 16 one more time. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and their foreheads. That's going into this RFID chip and this Neuralink. And when they shut down everything and you can't do nothing without it, and they're lost in their distractions, it's over, man. They're going to take this mark. They're going to take either or. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, man. We cannot forget what's about to happen. I'm standing upon my watch and I'm paying attention and I see all the distractions. You see what I'm saying? It says a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 16, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of the beast. Here is wisdom. Let him that haveth understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, right? This is a piece of that vision that's about to happen, man. But that's not all the vision. That's not all of the vision. That's not all of the vision. This is a piece of the vision. This is a key piece of the vision, right? But it's another key piece that we cannot forget. That's another key piece. And that's going into once this mark is implemented, what's coming after that mark? This destruction, man. This destruction. And that's going to be that scary part that's going to make them run that it was speaking about in the book of Habakkuk, man. That's what it's going to be. And it's also in let me get that. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. No. Where is it at? Salakim. Bear with me 1 second, Baba Gasha. I gotta think of it. Let me see. I know it's I believe it is in the book of Revelation. I believe, Is it 100? Matter of fact, I think it's in... No, I think it's in 9. Big Khan. Tawari Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Tawari Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Like I was saying, we cannot forget that another key point of that vision that's going to happen. Right, still in the book of Revelation, chapter 9, right? Let's jump to verse 15. It says, and 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour. First and foremost, what is this hour going to be? This hour is going to be the return of Yahweh Shah. The scriptures go into that the same way he left, the same way he should return. That is being in the chariot. That's being in the clouds of the heaven. What is the clouds of the heaven? Being a chariot. When it said he ascended into a cloud, roughly paraphrasing, he shall return the same way he left. That's from a chariot, being the clouds. A chariot is going into what the world calls a UFO. What they ignorantly call a UFO, but really it's an IFO. It's an identified flying object, because those are the chariots. Those are the vehicles of the angels. And Yahweh Shah has the biggest chariot of them all. Best believe. But another key piece to that, to this vision, right? Another key piece to that vision that's gonna be real scary. This is the part, right? It's gonna be the destruction that comes after when that mark is implemented. And this is things that we cannot forget. You cannot forget these things, right? So that hour, that's how long it's gonna take for this place, Babylon the Great, aka America, to be destroyed, man. To be destroyed through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man. Best believe it. If you don't believe it, keep being distracted and watch when it happens. Because when it happens, it's going to happen. Best believe it, man. Let's keep reading. Book of Revelation 9:15. It says, for the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of man. What is the third part of man? That third part of man is going into the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau, Edom. These Edomites, you so-called white men, women, and children. You are the Edomites according to the scriptures. You are red. Your blood shows forth through your skin. You have no melanin nor pigmentation. You are Edomite according to the scriptures. You are Edomite according to the scriptures. You are from Edom, Caucasus Mountains. That's y'all. And you are the wicked. You are who are in the forefront of this place, America, right? Who is in the forefront? Who is in the forefront of this place, America? You white people. You so-called white people, who the word ignorantly call you white, because you're not white. You're red. Your blood shows forth through your skin. You are Edom according to the scriptures, man. It says, for to slay the third part of man. It says, in the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them, right? And this is not talking about what this is going into. This is going into how many missiles is going to come and destroy this place, Babylon the Great, aka America. That 200,000, that's going into 200 million missiles. Do the math. Do the math. 200 times 1,000 times 1,000. That's what this is going into. That's what this is going into, man. Those are going into intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBM missiles, man. Nuclear missiles. What Trump is trying to say, he's trying to keep nuclear missiles away from Iran or whatnot, which they don't even have nuclear missiles. I don't think they had nuclear missiles for like over 30 years or something like that, but I think it may be 31 or something like that. But that's what's going to destroy this place, America, Babylon the Great. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And if you don't believe intercontinental ballistic missiles is what's going to burn this place, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it straight to the point. This is the book of Malachi chapter 4, right? This is verse 1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. Right? Do you remember how it said in the book of Habakkuk that they shall read and run? Here we go. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. The oven's going to be on broil. America's going to be on broil. America is going to be on broil. That is the hottest of it can go. That's how hot these intercontinental ballistic missiles are going to be when it comes to destroy this place. This place will be nothing but ashes. Let's read. It says, for the day that cometh, Salakim, it says, for behold, the day cometh that, Salakim, that shall burn as an oven. And all the proud, who is the proud? Who is the proud upon the face of this earth? You so-called Edomites. Once again, you so-called Edomites. It says, and all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly. That's going into you other heathen nations, and you 2/3. All that 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to die. Best believe it. Y'all are going to feel this, man. And this is things that we cannot forget. Don't be distracted to forget what's going to happen, because this is going to happen. It says, though it tarry, it surely will come. These are things that are going to come. These are key pieces of that vision that is going to happen, man. Best believe it, 100%. It says, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Stubble is, you know how stubble is? Do you know how small stubble is? It's ashes. It says, in the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. That it shall leave them neither root nor branch. America is going to be ashes when Yahweh Shai gets done with it. Best believe it. America is going to be ashes. And these are things that we cannot forget that's about to happen, man. We cannot forget these things because y'all are too distracted. Y'all are too in happy. Y'all are too in jolly-go-lucky land. Y'all are too distracted. Let me remind you, don't forget what's on his way. That mark is on his way. And right after that mark, these missiles and this destruction is on his way. Best believe it. Everything is going to happen in orderly fashion. Everything is going to happen at the right time it's supposed to happen. It's going to happen at its appointed time. At its appointed time. Best believe it. It's going to happen at its appointed time. If you don't believe me, let's keep reading. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, right? This is verse 12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem, all the ones who have came against Yahweh Shai, all the ones who have done wickedly, all the proud ones, all of y'all that have came and fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. What do you think is powerful enough to have while somebody is standing upon their feet, that their flesh shall be consumed away? What do you believe is powerful enough to do that? I know the answer. It's an intercontinental ballistic missile. It's an intercontinental ballistic missile. That's what's powerful enough to make that happen. That your flesh shall consume away off your body while you standing upon your feet. It's not going to be nothing but bones, and your bones are just going to drop down. It's just going to be like the Terminator with Sarah Connor when she was standing on that fence. When she was standing on that fence, holding on to that fence, she was standing upon her feet, and her flesh was consumed away from a missile in Terminator. I believe it was Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Go watch the movie if you haven't watched it. That's what's going to happen to America. Your flesh shall stand. You shall be standing upon your feet, and America will be destroyed. It says their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Their eyes shall consume away in their holes. That is tough. Your eyes shall consume away in the holes. of your eye sockets? Consume away, meaning it's gone. Meaning they're burnt up. Because that's already how hot an intercontinental ballistic missile is, man. An intercontinental ballistic missile is hot. It's already said the oven's gonna be on broil. You shall burn as an oven. You know? It says, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouths. Let that settle for a second. And their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. What is powerful enough once again to do that? What is something that is powerful enough to have your flesh, your skin consumed away off your body, your eyes consume away in their holes, and your tongue to consume away in your mouth? What's powerful enough to do that? An intercontinental ballistic missile, because that is that vision, that scary vision that Habakkuk was told to write down and make it plain, so that whoever read it they run away from it, because it's that scary. Because these are things that's going to happen. This place has to be destroyed because y'all are too distracted. And come on, man. This place is Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. It's Rome all over again. It ain't been nothing but translated. America ain't nothing but these past kingdoms translated into America. And if those, come on, man. Sodom and Gomorrah burned. That's also why this place has to be burned. Is wickedness that just runs rapidly through this earth, not even through this world, America, through America specifically. That is literally, I gotta read that one more time. Let's jump back, because I don't think y'all understand. I believe y'all too, Salakim. I believe y'all just too distracted and y'all forgot. Y'all may have forgot. So let me remind you one more time, straight to the point, and I'm going to end it on this right here. It's the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, once again, verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, though it taketh its time, though it's taking its time. Though it's tarrying, though it's been, y'all have been saying this for so many years, and it still hasn't happened, right? Y'all remember these words that y'all have been telling the prophets that's out here on the highways and byways? Oh, y'all been saying this for years. I've been saying this for years, and it ain't happening. That ain't happening. Y'all lying, right? Though it tarry, it's yet for an appointed time. So we're still going to stand upon our watch and tell y'all. So y'all have no excuse. Because it's tarrying, but though it tarry, wait for it. We trying to tell y'all, wait for it. Y'all better tighten up. Wait for it. Because it surely will come. It 100% will come. Best believe it. Because it surely will come. It will not tarry. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't forget what's on his way. Don't forget what's on his way, man. Y'all are too comfortable. Don't forget what's on his way, man. Because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, things are already getting bad. Things are already bad. Brothers is out here feeling it. Everybody, America's out here feeling it. Best believe it. And guess what? Though it tarry, wait for it, because it surely will come. And with that, once again, don't forget what's on his way. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I'm going to end it once again by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rechach, Wadash, Awah, Baba, Ba. Destruction to the wicked. Shalom, shalom, shalom.